Hello, my very dear Virgos. I'm not sure where this one's going because the first thing that I heard as I started working with your energy for the week of June 29th is the line from the Barbie song, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party." And then the card that I'm getting is worry, problem or solution. But then I get pleasure and play. So I'm looking at this. And now I'm really asking for guidance on where we're going with this, because when I asked about the worry card, that's when I pulled pleasure and play. So my feeling for you with this, Virgo, when I look at what the Barbie movie represents, because that's going to be important here, is what it represents to me is that there is a change that's coming in a structure of how you've experienced your life. And I feel that it has to do with the theme of the movie, which was really a breakdown of a lot of the stereotypes of male, female, what the roles were, what was allowed, what was expected, what's the stereotype of beauty and masculinity. And I feel like this is where many of you might be going through cycles of learning about this as a way to explore yourself more completely and get more in touch with the balance of male-female energy within you. Now, part of what will sometimes happen as we're in these learning cycles is there will often be something that erupts or becomes really intense that focuses our attention on that theme or that idea, either by bringing it into our lives directly or by virtue of watching the people around us go through things that causes us to be self-reflective. But Virgo, what I would say for you, my dears, is this. I believe it also has to do whether or not it's specifically around male-female models, because you've got the pleasure and play card and you've got the worry card. What I feel like this is really and then you get the calm focus and only one thing at a time. This for me is telling you, slow down a little bit. When you're going into worry, look at that and say, am I spending too much time thinking about the problem? Because if you're spending a lot of time thinking about the problem, what you're doing is you're just kind of aggravating that and bringing more of that energy on. So what Spirit is saying to you, thank you, is calm down. Don't try to take everything that's going on and that's shifting around you right now into focus. Just allow yourself to focus only on one thing at a time. Bring your attention in from this scattered view into this one pointed focus of energy. Let yourself focus on what the solution is. You may not know what the solution is, but if you don't know what the solution is, you can start with something like, hold on, it's going to come. This is not the way I would like it. I do not know what the solution is, but I'm prepared to set the problem aside so the energy of the solution can come in. I'm choosing to say that worry is not helping me in this situation, so I'm going to consciously and deliberately say I am walking away from worry in this moment as a way of walking away from the problem. I'm opening up to the solution that is going to bring me pleasure, that is going to be playful, that is going to have something other than restriction, work, overfocus, anxiety. I'm going to allow the calm focus on only one thing to guide me to what the solution is so that I can have more pleasure in my life. Because what you might be experiencing right now is a worry of a breakdown of something, but what you're being told here is if the situation was not bringing you pleasure and play, then it is time for you to look at what you can change in your life to bring that about for yourself. This discipline card is really talking about it can be a choice to regulate a behavior that's become unhelpful to us or to establish a behavior that enhances our sense of joy, freedom, and well-being. So Virgo, that for me, that's what really jumps out here big time, is that this is you choosing to change some things or allowing some things to change. in a way where you get to make new choices that enhance our sense of joy, freedom, and well-being, pleasure, and play. Okay? Virgos, I'm going to leave you with this, but I feel like this again is a step forward in terms of you really, as I'm saying this now, as I'm tuning into the Virgo energy. It really feels like this is about you expanding, not just expanding your framework, but expanding beyond your framework, where you can almost look back and go, how did I stay in there for so long? Which means you're having deeper awakenings of what is truly fulfilling and of what you are allowed to do in the world. You are allowed to do what you wish to do. It's really a matter of looking beyond the limits and doing your very best as you're exploring possibilities to not let too strong an opinion stop you from thinking beyond that opinion. Question your opinions. Question where you put your discipline. Question whether or not you have enough pleasure and play in your life. And if you don't, then now is a really good time to look at where you're over focusing on what isn't working and where you can look at where it might work, where it might work better if you let yourself go beyond it. Because Virgo, you have a lot to live. You have a lot to live. You have a lot more richness within you to live. Okay, Virgos? Much love. Take care.